came up with the idea for MumDem about 3 years ago. I'd been working on some satirical websites and sketch ideas, shows, things for YouTube and stuff like that. And I had this idea for a seemingly normal soap opera about these young guys who were in their late teens, very early 20s, who were chasing women sort of over 45, 50, that sort of age. And the whole idea was to write it in a way where it seemed like a normal show, but the guys who were involved, the younger guys, kind of seemed oblivious to the age gap. So, you know, there was sort of romance involved, and then, you know, their sort of shenanigans that they get up to. That was the whole kind of premise behind the show. And then I was sort of drawn on a lot of my influences. Big fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, big fan of Peep Show, IT Crowd, to sort of put them in ridiculous situations. And that was the catalyst behind it, really. MumDem was funded through a combination of my own money and generous contributions from well-wishing friends and colleagues who wanted to see it almost as much as I did. And that's how we pulled the money together to fund it. It took a while to get it together, but we got there. I always wanted it to be a series. There was some talk of a film originally, but I just thought it worked as a series. And I felt like there was a lot of stories to tell about these guys and what they were getting up to. There was talk about doing a small web series where it's like 5-6 minute episodes. But I felt like that's just not enough to really get into the feel of a sitcom generally. I always thought you needed sort of 10 minute minimum for each episode. Social media played a huge part in what we did and what we've done with MumDem. Without it, I don't think we would have got it in front of anywhere near as many people as we have. In terms of Facebook, obviously it's great for video. YouTube obviously is a great platform, but Facebook really gets it in front of people and sparks people's imaginations. That's really, it was so important for us. I had applied for a distribution account for my production company, Clamp Productions, sometime last year. I'd say probably summer last year. And I thought nothing of it. I didn't hear anything for a couple of months. And then all of a sudden I got an email through from Amazon Video Central, which is the hub that they use for working with content producers. And it said, you've been approved for an account. So I uploaded MumDem and gave it a few days and didn't hear anything. And then about a week later, I got an email back saying, we've approved your content, however, your subtitles need to be sorted out because they're in the wrong format. So we got that dealt with, re-uploaded everything, and they approved it. And it was live on the Amazon Prime system, which was great. I mean, an instant audience without having really to jump through any hoops whatsoever at all, and without any investment. It doesn't cost anything to sign up for Amazon Prime Video as a distributor. You just got to be approved and then have your work approved each time you upload something. So if you had a 4-part series, for example, you'd upload episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. They would make sure that every single episode fulfills their criteria. In terms of on-demand services, I love it. It's great. It certainly helps content creators such as myself to be able to get my work, our work in front of people much faster than it would be through traditional TV, broadcast TV. I think generally with broadcast TV, it's pretty hard to get your work in through the door, as it were, and get it out to the masses that way. And also with broadcast TV, you are limited to the jurisdiction that they operate in. Obviously, you know, the BBC are in the UK, you know, HBO are in the States. With Netflix and Amazon and iTunes, you're in front of that worldwide audience straight away. So from my perspective, I think it's great. The advice I would give to filmmakers and people looking to get their work seen by a wider audience is get yourself a platform. Absolutely, and I'd probably say try and avoid YouTube, even though that is the way that we went with MumDem before we had any kind of distribution platform, purely because it does seem to cheapen it a little bit and you are basically giving away your work for free. So yeah, get it onto a platform such as Amazon or iTunes or Netflix, and then use your social media channels to push that content out using trailers and artwork and all that sort of thing. That's basically how you're going to get your work seen, and that's how you're going to get to a larger audience, and ultimately you're going to get in front of the people who make the decisions about commissioning and filming and creating new series. I'm currently working on a new series called Spirit Breaker, starring Liam Noble, Simon Pengelly and Linda Bailey. It's actually a spin-off of MumDem. It's the character Dave that Liam Noble plays, and it's basically the story of his life, working in the pub that he works in with his sidekick Brian. And we have finished the pilot. That's now on Amazon Prime, available to watch. We're in pre-production for the rest of the series. We begin shooting in October, and we hope to have it ready fully onto Amazon Prime, full series, by mid 2019.
Fun Clamp for life.